All right, so now let's just go over this. What are the things you can use with the test condition? You can use a less than sign. You can use less than or equal to. You can use greater than equal to, or greater than, or equal sign, right? You can use anything that you want. All the comparison operators will work with this. Yeah. Now let's say if I change the problem statement, I want to print the number from 10, 9, 7, like in that order. So what I can do is just go back to the Eclipse and I want to go on to the reverse way. I want to continue until is and then k equal to k minus 1. So just run this program and see the output. There you go. So you can notice it started from 100. It went up, down, all the way till 1. So just look at the condition. I'm just using a minus statement instead of plus statement over here. And then I'm starting with k equal to 100, as you can notice it over here. So k equal to 100, k is greater than 1, and k equal to k minus 1. So you will just start with this format, right? And so my point is you can even use equal sign as well. That is also going to work. You can try that too. So it will just run until the value of I becomes 1. You can try it with the greater than sign, less than sign, or any other thing that you like to use, right? That's all going to work. Most of the time it makes more sense to stick with all this assignment operator rather than using only the equal sign. Increment and the decrement, right? So this is also an important point. When you type I plus plus, it just means I equal to I plus 1. Or when you type minus minus, variable minus minus, it just means variable equal to variable minus 1. So it just means this way. When you type integer x equal to 2, and if you do x plus plus, the output is gonna be x equal to x plus 1. So the output is gonna be 3. When you do double GPA equal to 2.5 and you execute GPA minus minus, that means GPA equal to GPA minus 1. It's just same statement as this one. So the output is gonna be 1.5. Okay, let's try this out. Open up your Eclipse and let's just update this condition to k minus minus and just run this program. There you, it's exactly same thing as your k equal to k minus 1. So try out this program in your computer right now. All right, let's just move to the next thing. Just review this one. When you do variable times equal to value, it is same thing as variable equal to variable times value. When you do variable divide equal to value, it is same thing as variable equal to variable divided by value. When you do variable percentage equal to value, it's exactly same thing as this operation, right? So just notice some of the things over here. Just review these three examples that you can utilize it in your code. Just review these three things and you will notice the difference about how to use the shorthand and what is the equivalent longer version of your equation. But it all depends. If you are still like beginning Java, you can just go with the longer version so that it makes more sense versus using a shorthand versions. All right, let's just go to the next thing now. This is about the repeating over a range, right? One times one. What I want you to do is uh, this is a repeating over a range. You can just copy the same statements from your PowerPoint slide and just go ahead and type it in your Eclipse and just go ahead and run it and see the output, and we will see how we're gonna make changes into this output now. All right, now let's get started with this. So just hopefully you guys have done the copy and paste. If not, this is as simple as this. Just go to this and just type only this much. Okay, that looks good. Just go ahead and execute this program and notice the output. That's this output. All right, now let's just go to the details. For loop does exactly same thing. So you can just change this entire thing with just two lines of for loop and just see how it's gonna work, right? So now you can replace this entire all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines with just 3 lines of code. So let's just copy this one and do this way. So just copy it and just try to do it. There you go. Just go ahead and copy this program and replace it in your Eclipse. Instead of this 6 lines, just take it out and just replace it with only this 3 lines, right? And just go ahead and run this program and you will see the output as this one. The same output that was generated with 6 line, now it got changed and it is generated with only 3 lines of code. So now just think about it, how much you are reducing 50% of the code that you have returned for this one. All right, let's just move to the next example. Okay. Loop walkthrough. The important point is to look at from here. This is number one. So you will perform initialization first. If your test condition is true, that is number two, then you will perform the update and execute all the statements. If it is false, you will continue until your statement is true. You will keep into this loop. As soon as your condition is false, you will execute the statement and or after the loop, and you will just come out of the loop. So this is just the flowchart view of a for loop. Just review this. All right, now let's just go to the next thing. Multiple line for loop, right? So it is not just that you just have to write a one line of for loop. You can just put a multiple lines as it shows over here, and my output should be this way. So I can achieve the same type of output using this for loop statement. So just review it and let's just go ahead and run this program. Okay, let's just copy this and run this one, and I'm just using a same program to run everything, and the reason for that is you just don't want to keep creating new program. I'm still working in the hello world, right? So just delete this. This is your output, right? System.out.println. Let's just make this as like 100 so you can see this 100 as well, or just do first only 2 and then I'll show the difference. Just run this. There you go. That's the output that got generated. Just do only one so you can clearly see the output and everything. There you go. That's the way it's going to look. Now let's just make it as 100 and you will just run this program and you can print multiple statements with this way. There you go. Make it 1000 and you can perform same thing. There you go. Make it as a 100,000 and try with the same thing and you will see it will take some time, but it should be done. There you go. Now you can also do 1 million. So now what I'm trying to tell you is how easy it is for you to generate that pattern that sometimes you see it on this websites. How easy it is to display this type of patterns, right? Just run this one and you can see the output as well. It will continue to run until you hit the terminate button, but it will try to do it at least 1 million time right now. It just go ahead and terminate this. Let's just go to the next statement. Expression counter. It is not just that you have to use only I less than or equal to 1, I less than or equal to 2, I less than or equal to 3. You do have an option to use it divide by 2 expression as well. So just see it over here. I starts with -3, I less than or equal to high temperature divide by 2, I plus plus. So this over here, you are using an expression for this one, right? And then I plus plus, and then system.out.println, right? And this is how your output looks like right now. Just run this one. Take this program and let's just go ahead and run it in the Eclipse. Just type this program, or like you can just copy and paste it, and then we will run it into the Eclipse. Just go ahead and run this program, click OK, and see the output. There you go. So my point is you can also use the expressions as it shows up over here. All right, let's just go to the next point. System.out.print. You can also use a print statement just to print everything onto a one line instead of printing it onto a separate new lines, right? So this is a very easy message. Just go ahead and change it into your Eclipse. Just go in here and make this as only print statement instead of print ln, and just run this program and you will see how your output is generated. There you go. The only thing that I changed is instead of print ln, I just use a print statement. That's the only change I have made it. Okay? Let's just continue with the next slide. Counting down, I have already showed you this thing. Start with 10, or and then just say I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. So first it's gonna make 10, then it's gonna go and make I minus minus. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Let's run this program. Copy this, go to your Eclipse, replace this program that's out there and just paste it over here and just try to run this. There you go. Just review it once again. You can also do like 100 and just run this one, and it will just print all the way to 100. Try this program in your computer. All right, so that's all we have for this lecture. Let's just continue our for lecture in the next portion. Thank you for watching this video.